All right, family. Monday afternoon. I'm glad to
Oh,
be back in
shit.
America, Rob. Glad to be back, man, and glad to go to Africa, but also glad to be back at home, bro,
Yes, sir.
and to be around you.
Definitely around you, sir.
All right, we got a lot going on today. The next guest, our first guest for today, Mr. Orrin Checkmate Hudson, is a two-time Birmingham chess champion and number one Amazon best-selling author of One Move at a Time: How to Win at Chess and Life. Mr. Hudson has instructed and helped more than 88,000 students on his way to his goal of inspiring and uplifting 1 million students through his mentoring program, which teaches to choose peace instead of violence, brains before bullets, and to think it out, don't shoot it out. We're happy to have him as part of the conversation. He got a very extensive profile. We're not going to get into it. We're going to have him talk about it. We're honored to have the one and only Mr. Orrin Checkmate Hudson on the show. How you doing today, sir?
Oh, best day of my life. I get to hang out with two of the most brilliant people on the planet,
Hey,
PA and Big Rob. So thank you guys
oh,
for the opportunity.
checks in the mail, sir. Let me get that cash out real quick. Hashtag. A very extensive profile, and you got a passion of teaching kids. What did that come from?
Well, I was a gang member in my teens, and a teacher pulled me to the side and turned my life around. So I went from being a bad kid in and out of foster home at the age of 13 to being voted the most likely to succeed because a teacher taught me how to think for myself. I told him that I didn't want to learn chess because I'm a checker guru. And he said, checkers, you're using half of the board. He said, I'm going to teach you how to use the whole board. And he
Woo!
said, checkers, there's no females on the board. He said, chess, the female is the most powerful piece on the board. I said, let's get on with the classes.
Wow. Now Disney Studio asked you to help them out on some projects. Tell us about that.
Well, the movie The Queen of Katwe is about a 9-year girl from Africa who learned chess and it turned her life around. And it was they promoted they hired me to promote it in 5 cities. So I went around 5 cities promoting the movie, and it talks about how it didn't matter where you come from, it didn't matter who you are. All dreams are valid. All moves are valid. If you make the right move, you will get the right result.
Wow, wow. I'm sure that was a great experience.
Yeah, well, because nature is neutral. No one's better than you, and you know better than anyone else. And all we're teaching people is that make that right move. And if you make that right move, it didn't matter who you are, it didn't matter where you come from, that all dreams, all moves are valid. And that make every move count and make your next move your best move. Your mind's a pearl. You can change the world. Your mind makes this game a level playing field.
Now, you are also a state trooper.
Yes, sir. I
You
had to do
retired. You retired for being a state trooper.
I didn't retire, but I did it for about 7 years. 7 people were shot in a robbery for $2,000, and I said to myself, bad things continue to happen when concerned people fail to make boss moves. I made a boss move and started Be Someone to teach young people brains before bullets. Think it out, don't shoot it out. The only way to fight is to use your head. So I'm teaching people how to choose peace instead of violence.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, you also are teaching kids how to be safe when they're interacting with the police, right?
Right. How to be polite, how to be courteous, how to be respectful. Because a lot of times we can create our own problems by our attitude. Attitude is everything. And so we want to teach young people how to respect authority because I need you to come home alive. I can't help you if you're dead.
Hmm. Give us some tips. And Rob, you
Well,
can
no,
chime in and get what's the number one thing. And I know they can sign up somewhere and maybe get your book or sign up for classes. But can you throw us a couple?
yeah, I'll tell you some couple. Um, Everybody wants to come home alive. That's number one. So your number one goal is to come home alive. So when you get stopped by the officer, thank the officer for stopping you. Now you just changed the game. Officer, thank you for your service. Thank you for being out here. Please forgive me for anything I may have done. I apologize in advance. I apologize up front. Bam. Now his guard is going down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for being out here. Thank you for pulling me over. Please forgive me for anything I may have done. I apologize in advance. Now, I say that because I told a couple of my students to do this, and they said, Coach, he laughed and let me go. So I'm teaching people how to wake up winning, how to make your next move your best move. Every move counts. Everything you do is a plus or a minus.
Man, I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I don't exactly say that. Thank you for pulling me over, because I hate to get pulled over, but but every time I do get pulled over,
He said, why are you thanking me? Why I get to meet you?
They ask me why I get pulled over.
I get to meet nice people like you.
Right. I might not say thank you, but I do acknowledge that I know I was speeding. No, I mean that's just
you don't have to say that. You can say thank you for pulling me over. Please forgive me for anything I may have done. I apologize in advance.
I can attest that he will tell them he was speeding. I've been in the car with him several times when he said, they come to the car, you know why I pulled you over? Yep, I was speeding. Here's my license, here's my registration, my proof of insurance. One state trooper, one time, I think we was going through Ohio or
Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Pennsylvania Turnpike. He scratched his head and was like, he didn't know what to do.
Right.
I never had anybody say that.
Right, and that's why you diffuse the situation. But better than what you said was to go ahead and say, you know what, please forgive me for anything I may have done, and that way, there's no you're not trying to be disrespectful. You want to honor him. Thank you for your service. Thank you for being out here. Please forgive me for anything I may have done.
Do you think that's going to work most of the time? What if we got cops that really?
Well, it don't matter. All you control about is setting your sails. So you don't have no control over the wind, but you do have control over the adjustment of your sails. The adjustment of your sails will determine direction. So what you got to do when you smile, it makes someone else smile.
Oh yeah.
It's contagious. So what am I saying? I'm saying attitude is everything. I'm telling you, it works for a lot of people. And I know it works, but what I'm trying to tell you, let's say you get a knucklehead or someone who's it don't matter. You just be kind anyway. You be loving, you be good, no matter what. Yes, sir, no, sir. And just respect authority. And eventually he'll realize, you know what? Okay. So eventually you will gonna win. Evil will never win over good. So my message to young people or anyone, just be kind, be a good person. My son asked me the other day, he said, Dad, what you want for your birthday? I said, son, I just need you to be a good human being. That's it. Just be a good person. Be kind. Gratitude. Just attitude, gratitude. If you want to be successful, just have a good, positive attitude. It's all good in the neighborhood.
Go ahead, Big Rob.
No, you better than I am, because I ain't got that all good in the neighborhood vibe. They pull me over, they straight getting what they get that day.
But this is for kids, Rob. That's why he trying to reach the kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this for the kids.
I tell my son that, because for me, I got too much mess behind these police. They done did a lot of mess to me, so I ain't got the best attitude. But my child, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, here's the bottom line. It don't matter what Pharaoh tries to do. You just do your part. You be kind, and God will take care of it, because God, being a God of just, will not let evil remain on the throne for long. Your assignment in life is just to be a good person and make your next move your best move. Don't do nothing that will cause him to get out of whack. Sometimes we can escalate a situation based on our demeanor and our attitude. There was a lady, she was standing at the bus stop to catch her bus, and this guy stood up, a guy 6'9", 300 pounds walked up. And she said, "Sir, I need you to stay here and protect me." And so he stood there and he started crying. And she said, "Why are you crying?" He said, "I was going to rape you. But when you said that, I couldn't do it." So what she did was she made him feel important. She said, "Stay here and protect me." And when she said that, he melted. And that's what I'm telling you to say to the police. Be nice, be humble, because you can change it. And he'll go, "Oh, well, okay." Nobody's never done that. So if you break the pattern interrupt. So you breaking the pattern. And when you break the pattern, everybody wins.
Your work has been featured on Good Morning America, the early morning show, CNN, Fox and Friends, Tom Joyner Morning Show, and more. Also, you've been recognized by the USA Today, Essence Magazine, Black Enterprise, People Magazine, and Time Magazine for Children. How can the public get engaged with this project, and what steps do they need to take?
Well, it's called How to Stay Alive During a Police Interaction, and it's May 22nd, from 3 o'clock to 4:30. I'm gonna have a couple of judges on the call, a couple of attorneys, as well as maybe a couple of college professors. And we just want young people to have knowledge. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. So all we're doing is teaching young people knowledge. You got to have knowledge to win this game. And when I play chess, I have certain knowledge and certain skills, and I can look at the patterns. Pattern recognition is the key to success in all fields. So I'm gonna teach people how to recognize patterns. Just be a good human being, and just remember, when you do good, good will follow you.
It's good work. Are you still a state? You say you're not a state police anymore.
No, I'm not a state. I'm the founder of Be Someone, and what I do is I teach young people how to think strategically about the future. Don't do the first thing that pops in your head. Your first crack could be a whack, and you can't take it back. So think before you act.
So have you used these principles yourself? I'm sure you've been pulled
Oh
over.
yeah, I use them. I use them all the time. I'm telling you what I know for a fact. I was running damn near 100 the other day. I had something I had to do, and I gotta let me go. I mean, that won't happen every time, but hey, what am I telling you? The good you do comes back to you. When I was a state trooper for 7 years, I had the blue light, the badge, the bulletproof vest. But everybody I stopped, I treated them like the most important person in the world. Here's why. What you sincerely desire for others will happen for you. Do not try to mistreat nobody, because it's going to come back on you. Be good. Mr. Jones, I got you on radar at 107. The judge want me to tow your car. She want to see you, and she going to charge you about $5,000. But I'm going to save you about $4,000. If I save you $4,000, would that make you happy? Oh, man, thank you. So now he's signing a ticket, and he's happy. I didn't tow his car. I didn't put him in jail, and he signed his ticket. He gone. Treat people like it's you, because that person is you. That person is you.
What's the website again?
BeSomeone.org. I came up with Be Someone because Abraham Lincoln, his mother, her last words on the planet, Abraham Lincoln, was Be Someone. And even though Abraham Lincoln had failed many times running for public office, he took those 2 words, Be Someone, all the way to the White House. My assignment in life is empower our young people to be someone. Get your head up, get your pants up, get your grades up. And the big one, never give up. Your mind is a pearl. You can change the world.
That's it. Enough said. Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
for taking out time to talk to us today. Much success on this program. You're already reaching a lot of lives, so it's only going to get better. And I agree. Being humble in these kind of interaction could save you time, save you a lot of money, and could save your life.
Well, a kid told me, he's a coach. He said, "I owe you a lot." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, I had marijuana in my car. But when I said that, he laughed and left. Then what? But I said, nah, man, marijuana is not good. But the point is, he diffused a lot of money and trouble that he would have got in had he not
Right.
be kind.
Trying to keep it real like the streets. I'm gonna keep it real. One last thing before we go. You're a chess expert, chess champion. How many moves ahead are you thinking on your opponent?
Oh, it depends. I have some certain traps that I set that are 8 moves deep. And
8?
so maybe 9 moves deep. But I have no control over the wind. I have no control over what my opponent may do. Now there are certain situations when he has one move to make. That's it. Sometimes he have 3 or 4 moves. Sometimes he may have 20 moves. But there are certain candidate moves that he can make. But what I do is I trick my opponent. I look left and I throw right. And it's misdirection. It's trickery, hidden agendas. And so what I teach, the other day I was playing someone and I sacrificed my queen. I took my queen and took a pawn. And he was so happy to get the queen because I took it with a pawn, but I mated him on like 5 moves deep. So I saw checkmate in 5 moves, gave my queen away. He took it, and bam, 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 mate. Now, if he don't take the queen, then I don't have checkmate.
Wow. Sacrifice your queen.
Listen, I'm the best in the world at what I do. When it comes to teaching young people how to navigate the complexities of life, I'm the best in the world. Here's how I know that. I hired people who I thought were the best, but they weren't able to connect. Some people can know stuff, but they're not able to feed the people. You got to be able to transfer knowledge. Knowledge is transferable, but some people are not able to transfer it. What my gift is, I can take something very complex and I can share it with a 4-year-old. I'm living my dream because teaching people to think make my heart sing.
Can you beat the computer?
I beat the computer. If I have it in a certain trap, if I have it in a certain line, I was playing the computer the other day, and the computer did not see something that I saw. The computer thought it was winning, but we ended up beating the computer. But what am I saying? I'm saying the computers nowadays, nobody in the world can beat the strong computers. But back in the day, we used to could do it. But I'm teaching young people how to recognize patterns. Pattern recognition allows you to plan, prepare, position, and predict. Once you know the pattern, you can predict success. Once you know the pattern, you know what's coming next. 2, 4, 6, 8. 280 days to have a baby. That's a pattern. At a certain time, it gets dark. That's a pattern. At a certain time, traffic back up. That's a pattern. Once you know the pattern, you can plan, you can prepare, you can position, you can predict. Checkmate.
You're applying the chess principles to real life.
Yeah, because let me give you an example.
Yes.
I went to this event the other day, and the lady said, "Oh my God!" She said, "How did you get VIP parking for cars in the front of the building?" I said, "I know the pattern." She said, "What's the pattern?" I said, "I got here 30 minutes before everybody else. If you get there before everybody else, you gonna get the VIP. I got this best spot." And I show people how to wake up winning. When the Super Bowl came to Atlanta, I'm on the field at halftime, networking, making things happen. Because I saw the pattern. Once you see the pattern, you can position yourself to win. The purpose of a wide receiver is not to catch the ball. The purpose of the wide receiver is to separate himself, position himself so he's separated from the competition. Once he's separated, it's a touchdown. All you got to do is separate you, because that's how you win. LeBron James is the best in the world. And when you are amazing, you separate yourself from the competition. You don't have any competition if you are amazing.
Your competition.
I tell people all the time, be amazing. Because excellent doesn't work. Excellent will get you fired. When you're amazing, you have no competition. LeBron James, Aaron Rodgers, those dudes don't have no competition.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Looking forward to having you back. Mr. Orrin C. Hudson. Peace and blessings to you.
C for checkmate. Checkmate means you win, and it's not over until you win.
There you go. Back to more music.